Hey, welcome to your Daily Dose of Duds. Today, first thing you're going to have to do is stop this video here and watch 11.3a, the instructional video. If you haven't watched that, please do. All right, if you're with me, you've taken care of that. Please don't upload that work yet. I will have you uploaded along with your DDD work. So you got three things today. First thing, watching the 11.3a instructional video. Second thing, watching this video, doing the DDD work, and you're going to have 5 minutes on the review you'll put in the top half of the page. You got 4 questions on circumference, and you got a 4 blocker on circumference. So, and then you'll just upload these all to the video, the instructional video. Take a picture of both your video work and this work. All right, today's target, 11.3a, is finding the circumference of a circle. Before we get started with that, let's go ahead and take 5 minutes on the review. This here problem down here in the bottom right is a tough one. Please don't exceed more than 5 minutes working on all these problems. Give it a shot. Go. Okay, here are your answers. This is 85 degrees. If you take 360 minus 80 minus 75 minus 120, you'll get 85. There's 360 degrees totally in this shape. You can divide it into two triangles of 180. 180 plus 180 is the 360. This one here has 11 sides. It's a regular polygon, so 11 sides minus 2 gives me 9 sides. And I can take that times 180. So in other words, if I were to divide this up, I could make 9 triangles. That's why we're doing that. Just shortcut it by doing 11 minus 2. 9 times 180 is 1620 degrees. We'll divide that by 11. We have 147.27 repeating degrees. This one here, division problem from chapter 5. We'll do the old keep, change, flip. So we keep it. We change the sign from division to multiplication, and we flip this guy upside down. Now, we could reduce it to 1/2. I just left it at 4 halves. I mean, it's going to work out the same. A little cross reduction here. 8 divided by 4. We'll divide both these by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 4 divided by 4 is 1. Multiply straight across. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 2 is 4. You have 3/4 is your answer. This one down here was tough. Let me just scroll over here. The easiest way to do this, if a regular polygon has an angle of 108 degrees, easiest way to do it, I think, is just make a little chart. You know that in a triangle, if all the sides are the same, if it's regular, each angle will be 60 degrees. That's 180 divided by 3. And then there's 360 degrees in a quadrilateral. So you take a quadrilateral and 360 degrees, you divide it by the 4 equal angles, and they'd be 90. Now, if you're not sure how many are in a pentagon, you take this number of sides, 5, you subtract 2, that's 3. You multiply that by 180 degrees, so there'd be 540 degrees in that pentagon, the sum of the interior angles. And then you divide that by 5 sides, and you'd have 108 degrees. So I just started making a little chart here, and when I got to 108, I knew I was golden. All right, back to my corner. And let's move on. Today's target, finding the circumference of a circle. Lots of writing on this page, and I really ask that you focus and listen so I can try to make some connections. Because if I can explain to you why this works and how this works, all you're going to have to remember is 2 words, d pi. D is even a letter, so d pi, that's what you're going to have to remember. All right. The diameter is the line that goes all the way across the center of the circle, and it passes through the center of the circle. It's exactly twice as long as the radius. So if this radius is 4, the diameter is going to be 8. If the radius is 10, the diameter is going to be 20. You need to know the difference between the radius and the diameter. Okay? The diameter, if you take the diameter times 3, you almost get all the way around the circle. Think about this. Here it is. Here's this piece of this diameter. Let's picture it's a piece of string. The first time I'd multiply it to, it'd go to about right about here. That'd be about, if I curved it around the circle. And the next time it would come down to about here. And the next time it would come almost all the way up and meet it. Why doesn't it meet it perfectly? Well, I multiplied it by 3, not 3.14, or even more specifically, pi. So if you use d pi, if you take the diameter and you multiply it by pi, 3.14, it's going to tell you the distance around the outside of the circle. You can think of it as the perimeter of the circle. We call that the circumference. Now, let's think about the radius for a minute. Is there any way, if you took this radius and you multiplied it by 3, it's going to go around the circle? Well, think about it. We'll go to about here, the first one, if we bent it, the second one would be about to here, and the third one would be about to here. It'll probably go about halfway around the circle, right? Well, that's right, because the radius is half of the diameter. So you have to get to the diameter. You have to know what the diameter is in order to find the circumference. And it's very easy. Whatever the radius is, you just multiply it by 2. So let's take a look at a couple of examples here. We're going to use 3.14 all the time for pi. Sometimes we'll be rounding to the nearest hundredth, sometimes the nearest tenth. My primary goal here is that you can find the circumference, and I'm not worrying about the rounding right at this point. All right, so this one here, we need to find the circumference of this circle. All right, we're going to use d pi. Do we have the diameter? Heck no. We need to know what the diameter is. See if I can do it real quick. Oh, that's the worst looking diameter I've ever seen, but still, it's going to be 12 because the radius is 6. So all I have to do is take the diameter, 12, times 3.14. Well, what's 12 times 3? 36. My answer is going to be about 36. Let's see what I did here. There, I took that radius, 6, and I multiplied it by 2. I got to my 12, and I multiplied it by 3.14. I had 37.68. I guessed 36. Good. All right, we're going to skip the area because we're not doing that. That's tomorrow's lesson. And now the circle right here. Now, we have to find the circumference of this circle. Well, if the diameter is not 140 feet, actually, that's another problem. Sorry. We're not going to go there, though. Not today, my friend. All right, here we have a diameter of 10. What's the circumference? Well, pretty straightforward. The diameter times 3.14. So 3.14 times 10, or 10 times 3.14 is 31.4, or 31.40 inches. Okay? Pretty simple. What do you need to know? 2 words. d pi. All right. Let's try 4 problems. All right. Try these 4 problems on your own. I put the little vocabulary key up here, and I put d pi is around. D pi is around the circle, and then here's my little, your little helper, the diameter times 3.14. Please notice these first 2 circles, these aren't diameters, they're radiuses. You're going to have to find the diameter before you can use that formula. All right, pause the video and try these 4 problems. I see dead people. Okay, sorry, that's kind of weird, but I like to do that. Freaks parents out. Little Johnny's teacher's a psycho. Nah, he just tries to make it funny once in a while. And usually it doesn't work. All right, here we go. Finding the circumference of a circle. This guy right here, we had to find the diameters of these 2. So this one was 11, was the radius. So 11 times 2 is 22. d pi. 22 times 3.14 should add 69.08. This one, same thing. You got a radius of 7. 14, well, sorry, I did that wrong. I just take 7 times 2. 7 times 2 is going to give me 14. 14 times 3.14, 43.96 yards. All right, how about 3 and 4? What? They're already diameters. Just take the diameter times pi. 6.3 times 3.14. Got 19.782. And this one here, 3.8. Times 3.14, this one would be 37.052. So if you're rounding these to the nearest tenth, this guy here, if you followed him exactly, this was 0.08. Sorry, I'm going to just put that back so you can see it. It's 0.08, so this one here is big enough to round that to a 1. This guy here, this one here, well, this one here is the 6. We're rounding to the nearest tenth, so this is going to be enough to make this here a 10, which really makes this 44. Okay, this one down here, this 8, we can get rid of this guy here. We don't need him at all. We're rounding to the nearest tenth. We don't care about him. This 7 here, well, the 8 is enough to make that an 8, so that would be 19.8. And this guy down here, 3.14, well, this one here we can get rid of. We're rounding to the nearest tenth. So we look behind the 10. We put a door in here. Some people like to call that. That 5 is big enough, 5 to the sky, so this would become a 1. Again, I'm not worried about the rounding, but some of you, if you follow the directions implicit or specifically up there, it would be rounding to the nearest 10th. Okay? All right. Let's have you try a 4 blocker. Go ahead and pause the video and try this. All right. See how you did. Here are your 4 blocker answers. Let me move myself up and out of the way. 6 times 2 is 12. You had to find the diameter there. 12 times 3.14. So I typed that wrong. 37.7. 16.8 times 3.14. 552.8. Here you already had diameters. Who cares? Just take and multiply it by 3.14. 15 times 3 would be about 45, so my answer looks good there. 16 times 3 would be 48, so my answer looks correct here as well. Notice how I'm just estimating to double check my answers. All right. That's it for today, my friend. Go ahead and upload these along with your video ticket. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.